Hello, these are the LEGO Mixels Series 9 Newzers. Left to right, it's Screeno, Myke, and Camsta. Screeno here can be seen as a news anchor or a field reporter. Has his mic in one hand, and this is just a very unique looking Mixel to me. It doesn't bring to mind anything else except maybe tooth, just because of the teeth there, but it's very funny looking. Has a ball joint for the upper part of the head, so you can really lean the head from side to side in addition to opening it up, and it really looks like he's going to be very loud and boisterous and just really in your face with his talking style. It's a little bit, well, it's quite a bit difficult, more than usual, to turn the eyes on this one because you have to do a little bit of disassembly to get in there, but of course those eyes can be rotated into 4 different places. I like the kind of glasses that they've put in front here with the clear panel pieces. It's got the power indicator over on the side. The arms can just be moved in and out, so not a whole lot that you can do with those. Of course, the antennae can be angled a little bit. That kind of changes his expression a little bit, I would say. And then the feet, there's really not much you can do with the feet or the legs because they can just be turned in and out, although of course you can do the usual Mixel dance. Oops, too far. Bring it over onto one like that, leg like that. And I think because of the proportions of this one, it ends up looking a little bit more like it's actually moving when it's on its side rather than just kind of, like I said, doing the Mixel dance. I don't like being able to see the red of the tongue from so many different angles, but the rest of this looks fine from other angles. It's an interesting Mixel. Myke is spelled M-Y-K-E. He's the sound guy. He's got the big boom microphone there, which has a simulated dead cat over it, which is an industry term for the fuzzy thing that they put over microphones to reduce wind noise and such. He's got his monitors on, or headphones on the side, and also a recording device. This is a printed piece, which you'll also see on the third Mixel in this series. Was not on the first one. This one has wheels, just 2 wheels, a single trolley style wheel piece that allows him to roll around very easily, and then he's got kind of outriggers or stands that come down that kind of look like legs, but very easily this will kind of get into strange angles, which you can kind of use to your advantage, make it look like he's coming around a turn. He's just leaning into the turn like that or something, but you really want to push all those down to get him to be able to stand stably. Has that single eye stalk, which is able to be rotated around to turn it in different directions, and it's also able to go up and down, interestingly, because of the clip that's used there. So I don't know, that's a little bit awkward bringing the eye down into the teeth like that, but at least you do have some options for how you can pose that around. And then the arms are way back here, and they can just be brought up and down on either side. And of course, the boom microphone itself can be turned forward. And see how those legs, just as you just handle this in general, the legs tend to collapse in one direction. It gets a little bit annoying sometimes, I think. And then here's Camsta, who is obviously a news helicopter. Also has that printed piece there. It's just the tiny little rotor on the top, which is the exact same size as the tail rotor. And even though it is a helicopter, it does have a mouth, and it's able to open that up quite a bit, quite very far. So this one can get a lot of expressiveness out of it, even though it's a helicopter. Yeah. And it has a single eye there, which can be rotated around very easily because of the attachment to the jumper back here. So that can be turned, make it look up or whatnot. This is supposed to be the camera over on the side there. Has little arms on the sides which can be moved up and down. You get a little something out of that. It looks a little bit more excited or maybe anxious or something, like he's getting ready to jump up into the air or something. So yeah, this one's kind of interesting to me for what it is, and they've kind of giving you a little bit of a hint of upper teeth there with the 2x2 round plate. I think that's a pretty good look. I think that for what this is, it looks pretty good. Again, with the red of the tongue showing through on the back, it's not the best look there, but I do like seeing it from the front. Maybe they could have just done this part here in yellow or just in black, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with this one. Camsta is also the Mixel that comes with a Nixel, and it's that same well-used build again, but a cool print with the glasses on there with the thick rims. Kind of looks like it's trying to be an assistant or something, you know, like maybe a newsroom assistant. I don't know, but it's interesting and it's different and has a lot of personality. So those are the Newzers, and I didn't really take much of a look at them when the pictures of them were first released, so getting these here in person in front of me is really the first time that I've been able to, or even been interested in, really evaluating these. And that's good, because I didn't come to this review with any kind of preconceived notion whatsoever. I didn't have my mind made up already about, you know, how I felt about them. And definitely Screeno is much cooler than I thought. I actually really like that one, not just within this wave, but as a Mixel on just in general. Camsta surprises me personally. I just personally subjectively kind of like what they've done with it as a helicopter. Even though helicopters are really overdone by Lego, I think that one works out pretty well. Myke has a good idea. I like what they did with the wheels underneath and how you can make it lean, but then it leans a little bit too easily, and kind of the body of this one doesn't speak to me very well with what they've done with the face for it. Let me know what you think, which of these is your favorite, and what you think about the Newzers in general. I look forward to your comments, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.